This is PRIVO Mystery Cases, and today we're gonna talk about the virtual world. In academic circles, there has always been such a saying. That is, the world we live in now is simulated in this universe. This means that everything we have can be virtual. When most people hear this, they think it's nonsense. But before exploring this issue, let's see if people can distinguish between what's real and what's virtual. What determines who and what person are you? Scientists say it's consciousness. It is consciousness that determines your existence. Consciousness is a description and response to the objective world. In other words, your consciousness determines whether you can perceive the reality of this world. How does consciousness arise? Consciousness is produced by the specific cells of the brain. The human brain, cerebellum, thalamus, hypothalamus, and basal nucleus transmit various information such as vision, hearing, touch, smell, and taste through neurons, and analyze them into samples. Synthesize thalamus to send to the brain zone for the brain to become aware. This is human consciousness. That is to say, our brain generates consciousness after analyzing the information given by other organs. Imagine that you yourself is a consciousness. You exist in your brain, and you want to know what the outside world is. But you can see or touch it. You can only analyze what the world is through the pulse currents transmitted by the organs. In fact, the human brain is actually a machine for predicting judgment. What we perceive is a brain's guess on external things. Let's take an example. Here is a picture. Do you think that the color of A in this picture is darker than B? Or the colors in these two places are the same? Or you can use your fingers to block the middle connection part, and the color of A looks darker. This is the visual asterisk used by the brain to analyze eye feedback using an expected mechanism. When the asterisk does not meet our expectations, the judgment of the brain will be biased and illusion will occur. At the same time, our brains can quickly use new predictions to change our conscious experience. In fact, the colors of these two color blocks are the same. Let's hear some audio.
Excuse me!
No matter how many times you try to understand and hear the audio, you simply cannot, because this audio does not mean the expectation of the brain. Let's listen to this again. Listen a few more times and try to fully understand what this is.
I think Brexit is a really terrible idea.
Only the guesswork of your brain has changed. Guessing the information is more accurate. Look at this picture again. This is a GIF image of the London Underground. Can you see if the subway is entering the tunnel or is it leaving the tunnel? At this time, our perception is also an illusion. In fact, our brain is always fantasizing, including you at this moment. Only when we agree with the hallucinations produced by our brains will we call it reality. Reality is the controllability of the brain on hallucinations. Uncontrollable illusion. What is an uncontrollable illusion? It is when the brain is unclear about reality. Take our own body as an example. We feel that our body is the most familiar to the brain. But in fact, our body can also be an illusion to the brain. You can do such an experiment, and it only takes a few seconds for your brain to be able to distinguish between your hands. Find a rubber prosthetic hand in front of you. Let your eyes only see the fake hand. At this time, let your companion use two small brushes to brush your blocked hand and fake hand at the same time. Let your brain feel that this artificial hand is your hand. At this time, your other friend stabbed the prosthetic hand with a fork. and your subconscious reaction will regard the prosthetic hand as yours. This experiment shows that your visual and tactile signals have deviated. Union deceives your brain. It's also a guess for the brain. It is also uncontrollable illusion. What we see with consciousness is an illusion of the brain on external things. Our understanding of the world is actually not from the outside to the inside, but from the inside to the outside. It is the conclusion your consciousness draws from these signals analysis. It is our brain that thinks what it is, and the perception of many animals on Earth is different. For example, the dog's eyes do not have as many light-sensing cells as human eyes. The world seen by all dogs is gray. Dogs can imagine that we, humans, can see colorful colors, but if we change the signal inside the dog's brain, it's the same as humans. Then the dog can see everything we all see. These controllable hallucinations have evolved over millions of years to form our consciousness. Sometimes, it is difficult for people to distinguish between reality and illusion. When people dream, it is also a stimulation of the brain's pulsar. Is everything you feel in your dreams unreal? Even the dream event was so exaggerated and absurd. But what we perceive is the same as when you wake up. Since our consciousness perceives the world from the inside out through pulse signals, that is to say that we can stimulate this signal, that is, we can simulate ourselves. The world, and even the entire universe can be simulated. As long as our consciousness perceives reality, it is real. In the near future, artificial intelligence must be a technology that will be discovered. How to define artificial intelligence is the moment when the machine has consciousness. Human can let artificial intelligence learn, perceive, and understand the human world through this analog signal. Human beings can observe and summarize. And at this time, we are a creator in a sense. We are the creators of artificial intelligence. If someone really does artificial intelligence, then it will definitely create an environment, a system, and a medium. Creating a real world is more expensive than a virtual world. The effect of achievement is the same, but you will definitely choose the one that costs less. If our universe is real, we may not be able to detect 1% of the universe by the day of human extinction through evolution. Then our entire universe is completely redundant. The function of this system is also excess. The universe can be infinite. Elements can be infinite. It's like a game program map as big as you want. It can also be extended indefinitely. This can be achieved through code. Our world seems to be arranged. The Earth is not far from the Sun, and there is a suitable light. The Earth has such a small moon, which we also talk about in the moon video. We have the right atmosphere. Not much, just right. There is an upper limit to the speed of the universe as the speed of light. This also seems to be a certain limitation. How it's like God is revising our game. God is the one who writes the code, and these codes are our laws of physics, gravity, thermodynamics, quantum mechanics, relativity, constant speed of light, and etc. After they are established, they only need to evolve naturally. And each of us is like a super self-awareness NPC. If our world is a virtual game, our natural law is the code for writing programs, and the speed of light is the maximum operating speed of this simulated machine. Some supernatural phenomena are like system bugs, and the parallel universe is this kind of various archives. Take a look at the past 200 years, from the Industrial Revolution to the 5G Internet era, one after another. Large inventions have been created. The The development of our current technology level is climbing up an exponential level. We are like being watched in a cage by people outside as we grow stronger. But how can we escape this cage? When will we be archived or deleted by the creator of this entire humankind?
This is PRIVO Mystery Cases. Feel free to leave us a comment down below for more video suggestions, topics, and ideas. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more updates. Thank you for watching!